If you ask any Australian woman where she lost her virginity, it would be a car. And so we were always in the back of these panel vans, and there'd be a sign on the side saying, if this van's rocking, don't bother knocking, that kind of terror. Our poor parents. But I worked out not long ago why men like to have sex in the car. That sign on the rear vision mirror that says, objects in this mirror may appear larger than they are. And you go, oh, right, it makes sense.
I love
so
it.
we didn't wear many clothes, and we didn't have them on very much of the time.
Clearly. But when you came to England, did your style change massively then?
Well, what I wasn't prepared for, well, first of all, of course, I never dressed for the cold. So I had a thermal bra, and I still, because my legs are my legs are all I've got left really. So I still wore mini skirts with the big coats and stuff. But what I wasn't prepared for was the English snobbery. First of all, the English I met didn't speak English, they spoke euphemism. So when they used to say to me, oh, you Australian, so refreshing, I thought they really liked me. It took me ages to work out that meant rack off, you loudmouth colonial nymphomaniac. And I'd be like, how dare you call me a loudmouth? Please, I have my standards. But I remember, especially with my clothes, because I like to wear bright colours, I did not want to dress like the weather. Like every English woman I met was wearing beige, brown, taupe. They looked like compost. I thought, why are they drinking like compost? And I always like to wear, especially on a grey day, red, bright blue, lots of bright colours. And I was wearing something really bright, a bright dress, and I was at the Groucho Club. And I remember this English woman of letters, I won't tell you her name, even though she's well known. She came up and she gave me, they're also the Navratilovas of the backhanded compliment. So she said to me, oh, aren't you brave to wear that in London? And you can't see yourself from the back, so what does it matter anyway? And you just go, wow, that's a pretty devastatingly thing to say.
How did you respond?
At the beginning, I was just flabbergasted that they could be so rude. They had a condescension chromosome. Ooh. And most of them had been to Oxford for so long, they had ivy growing up the backs of their legs. But then I remember what Eleanor Roosevelt said. She once said, nobody can make you feel inferior unless you let them.
Yes, and that is so true, isn't it?